whoop and welcome to the JuggalettersRUs. This is the Juggalo Family Vloggers. We wanted to show you our new business cards, and Twystid J's not around, and he hasn't seen these yet, so I'm going to do an update. This is what they turned out like. It's got our show name, our names, our email addresses there, and here is our addresses to our web shows. And we will be passing them out when we pass out business cards from now on. These are our new ones, and if we'll keep our old ones around because we still have a couple of our old ones still. We'll be passing those out, and Twystid J will be passing those out until he gets some of these. So have fun, and thank you for watching. And here's our next video right now. Go check, and it's right after this. So stay tuned. Continue watching. Whoop whoop and welcome to the JuggalettersRUs. This is our show.
The Juggalo Family Vloggers.
And I'm Batgirljamie.
And I'm Twystid J.
And we're here to tell you about a video we watched. Go look up Anonymous. Go look up Anonymous after you watch this video.
Which they just uploaded this video.
It's a new video.
2
and
days
it's on the
ago.
Anonymous channel, and it's all about Trump.
And the truth of Trump.
Okay, the latest edition, if you haven't heard, Trump has put a ban on people going to and coming from Middle Eastern countries.
Basically, yes.
You can't go
Not to mention
anywhere.
Egypt, Yemen, anywhere in Saudi Arabia, Syria.
Them kind of countries, like Iraq and Iran.
Exactly.
So,
here's another one that's kind of relevant that I found out about. That was the major
what's
ban
another
list.
thing he did? He did also Planned Parenthood. He wants to defund Planned Parenthood and get rid of it.
Exactly.
I think that is a must in this country for population control. If you don't, we're going to end up with triple the amount of people in our country because there ain't no way to get birth control. Because some people can't afford it. Some people's insurance don't cover it. Some people don't have insurance because they can't afford it, and they only need that. If they go to Planned Parenthood, all they got to do, that's all they got to pay for, it's cheaper for them to go pay for it out of pocket than it is to pay for the insurance to have it, because then they still got to pay a copay. So actually, it's actually cheaper to pay for it out of pocket because you only have to go once a year and get a pap smear and then get your birth control, and you just got to pay for your birth control, and sometimes they give you a big discount. So actually it's cheaper to do it that way than pay for the insurance and go to the doctor, because you're going to end up paying copays that you can't pay after you paid for the insurance, and after you paid for the insurance you can't afford the medicine and all that other stuff. So what's more convenient for you? Just pay for it out of pocket. That's what I used to do, and it works for me because it's not that unaffordable doing it that way.
The other one that I found out about was he is going to put on a major attack onto the Federal Reserve, which they basically said it might happen sometime this year, if not early next year. Which basically that pretty much means everything's pretty much going to go downhill. That means
he's wanting a lot of things to go up in cost.
Exactly.
And that does not help us at all because minimum wage didn't go up that much. He's kind of wanting to lower minimum wage, and I don't know why he's wanting this country to be so poor.
Which if you actually...
I feel like he wants this country to be in a Great Depression.
Which if you actually look at what happened in his home state of New York, it has one of the highest homeless people rates in the entire world.
And it's all because they let everything be so skyrocketed high, and anybody that can't get Social Security to help themselves. Yes, but that's making people that can't get a job have no way to. If they don't have no way to help, like a Section 8 that'll help people get jobs and stuff, they need to find a way to help people get jobs and homes.
Which I want to bring this one up personally because it's a huge
I think
game
they should
changer.
do that in all states.
This is the one I'm going to bring up as a huge game changer in my life because basically, I'm a little bit of a rabble-rouser. And he is going to ramp up
He wants to ramp up
more security for our country.
He wants more police.
He wants more competent police, which means he wants more aggressive cop action.
Okay. In the past, cops have just shot teenagers for no reason, for not a good enough reason, just pulled out their gun and shot people. I don't think cops should just shoot people. I think if that person was actually attacking them and they shot them, that's one thing. But if that person's not a threat to them and not hurting them or harming them or pulling a gun on them, then they have no right to shoot them, and they should be in trouble for it, and they should lose their badge. Automatically. That is not right at all. At all. If it's threatening their life, then that's what they should do.
You're ranting a little bit.
And he should never make a law that they can't just shoot people.
Which is going to bring me to my next short point with that one. And it really does set me off, and it's kind of a tie-in. The walk on DC.
The Juggalo walk on DC is going to screw...
We're going to make the point very, very clear, and we're going to make it short. We do not
support it, and we wish that they would drop it. Juggalo March, Violent J, this needs to be dropped. Shaggy 2,
Donald
Trump
Trump is going to destroy you.
Donald Trump is going to destroy the Juggalo community if this happens. This will be bad for us.
This is why we are done with this rant on this one. We are not going to speak out on it.
We are not going to support it because we feel that there's some things that could happen.
Which we have a lot of good friends.
We have a lot of good friends and a lot of good juggalos out there that are going to have a bad name because of what could happen at this point in time.
But we will not support stupidity.
We will not support something that could cause stupidity. It might be for a good cause, but it might backfire.
Exactly.
I have a feeling it's going to backfire,
let's change the topic here.
And I think there's more.
Jamie,
is that all that they talked about on that? The wall. He thinks
the wall is a
Trump
dream.
Thinks that he's going to get Mexico to pay for that wall.
Not happening.
Not happening. That will never happen. You cannot force another country to pay for something that you want.
And
that country is not that rich that they can pay for that big of a friggin' wall. Are you serious?
Are you going to go get the Mexican cartel to freaking build that wall? Because I think they're going to find holes in it.
The Mexican cartel will never allow it. They'll buy the government off just so they don't do it. Because they want to be able to get their drugs into America, and this is the only way.
Exactly.
It'll never happen.
But this is pretty much our thoughts.
That's
on
all
the entire
I think that's all that they talked about in the
which we're not going to go too far into.
That's all.
We're just going to get into the main. We're just going to go into the main concerns and also the Juggalo.
We just wanted to say our thoughts on that stuff
because it does tie in a little bit.
That Juggalo March, they didn't talk about the Juggalo March on that thing, but we felt like we needed to say something about it because we're scared what Trump's going to do. I'm really scared for my Juggalo family, and I want you to know that I love each and every one of you, and it means a lot to me to be in this community that's been so accepting.
Yes.
But there's a lot of narrow-minded people that are outside of the community that don't understand all of that, and they think badly of us because some of them think badly of us because they are misunderstood.
Which, like I said, I am a rabble-rouser. I am a punk.
We want to tell you guys.
Generation X
we want to tell you guys to be careful and pay attention to what Trump's doing. Because you don't know what he's going to do, and I think he might try to lower minimum wage. If he lowered minimum wage, I don't think
everything is going to go to hell. You're gonna see
a lot of businesses are going to go out of business because they won't be able to. People won't buy their stuff no more because they won't be able to afford it.
You're going to see more
homeless.
No, you're actually going to see more drug trading. You're going to see more black market.
a more illegal activity because people are going to have to find a separate way to make money because they can't do it that way. So, in that case, Social Security. He's trying to cut out Social Security.
Not completely. No, he's not completely cutting it out. He said he's really just trying to cut out not the disability, what do you call it?
The old people.
No, not the old people. God. He's trying to cut off the doctor's visits type people. The ones that actually have to go to a doctor. The ones that actually have it written into their deal. People like me.
Well, all I know is be aware and know, and if we can do something, if there's any kind of laws that will protect, if there's any kind of voting that you got to do, make sure you vote against something that could possibly hurt the country. Don't ever vote yes on lowering minimum wage. Don't ever let them vote on taking something away from us that we already have. Help that. Vote no on something that's going to take something away from us. If we are guaranteed it now and we are allowed it now and we have to vote to get that gone, and it's a vote that we have to do, please vote no and do not let them take stuff away from us.
And if they word it weird, just look at it.
Read it
think
10 times. Sometimes they write it so they get what they want because it looks like you're voting the right way. Pay attention. If you don't know which way to vote, make sure you do your research before you go vote. Please, people, pay attention. Please, people, if we can stop Trump from doing something really incredibly stupid, let's do it because it's on us. It takes us to stop this stuff now.
We don't want to be like a Detroit and LA or a New York.
We don't want everywhere to turn into death row or whatever they call it.
Skid Row. Skid
Row in LA. There's going to be more of that if we don't stop. If we don't protect ourselves from what Trump's doing and pay attention.
Or the poor section.
And vote when we can vote. And say, no, we don't want to hurt our country. We want to help it. If he thinks he's going to make America great again, the best thing he could do is give socialized health care to everybody and raise minimum wage to $10 or $11 an hour. That would help our country immensely. And the whole country would go better.
Exactly.
Thank you. And
we're out.
We're out. And comment below what you think of all these topics. Thank you for watching. We love you all. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to go check out the kids' channel. It's still up there. And there are newer videos up there. Like, not super new ones, but it's on the channel, on our channels. And we changed the name of the channel, but it's still the same channel. And it's called the Juggalo Family Vloggers channel. But this channel is where all the Juggalo Family Vlogger videos go. But that's just the Let's Ours Kids. But if you want to search for the channel, it's the Let's Ours Kids. And it's spelled like the Toys R Us with the apostrophe R. If you don't put the apostrophe on the R, you won't be able to find it. So make sure you put the apostrophe on the R. Thank you for watching. Peace out and much love to the Juggalo family. We love you all. Thanks for watching.